Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. And if you remember from last time, I don't think we have enough karma to do anything. Remember from last time we were coming back from a mission when we were on the U-Bahn and suddenly stopped and we're trapped here. No idea what to expect. Oh, hang on. Quickness might actually be good. It would increase our chance to... Or increase... Yeah, I'll improve quickness. Apparently I don't know how to do that. There we go. Okay. So we'll have the opportunity... What's all this? It's a fuse. Looks like someone's squires are living in the station. Yep. Send the item to stash. Confirm. Not yet. Bridge controls. This will probably need the fuse, but it looks like the console could extend the nearby bridge to cross the tracks, but with power out, the entire thing is non-functional. With power out, we should be able to cross on our own. Yeah. Okay, it's a fuse box. Nothing looks out of order. Try swapping the old fuse that is Bretham to track. No, add extra fuse to Bretham. You place the extra fuse in the socket next to Bretham. The status light next to track remains red. Okay, do nothing, and I want to see if I can get this. So that didn't work. Okay. Try swapping the old fuse that's in Bretham to track. Swap the old fuse back to from track to track lights to green. Okay. All right. So we don't have any lights. Well, that's interesting. It's sorry, it's so dark in this maintenance area you can barely see a hand in front of your eyes. Yeah. Alright. Ah, we can force the door open. You shoulder check the door, and the crack of splintering plastic fills the ears. The door pops open. What's this? Ah, send this item to your stash. Yes, confirm. High explosives. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Open door. If you're having trouble seeing this, don't worry. So am I. Set up. Set up. Okay, so let's first get to killing hands. That's perfect. I'm hit! Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, that's a full cover. Go here. You got 63. Go for it. Nicely done. I'm gonna switch you over to claws. Go for it. But move up here after that. Ow! Solid hit. Oh, minus 1 AP. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. You go down. And that's a terrible spot to be, just so you know, okay? Can we give some assistance over here? No, we have 1 movement because of the minus AP. That's right. That's right. Switch to gun. 46, 67. We've swapped guns. 96. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh, that hurt her. That hurt. Screw you. And then screw you. I think Glory's going to get this one. Well, only if she hits. You did. You got one. You got a good one. What's this? Encrypted PDA. Huh. This door we can't do anything with. Okay. I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. Go here. Wait. You. Oh, totally reloads. Confirm. Excuse me. And Mercenary captain. That's terrible. Start. Oh shit. Okay. That's a mage. Geek the mage. No line of sight, no line of sight. Alright, let's swap weapons. Go here. Do I have a shot? Yes, I do. Minus 2 AP, minus 1 AP, okay. Someone's asleep. Ouch. What are you gonna do? Armor broken. Go here. Oh, that's right. That's okay. That's okay. And you missed with shotgun. Ah, you got me for cover. Fine. Well, he's asleep. What am I going to do? Killing hands. Excellent. Hang on. Ooh, that was bloody. Plus 19. Wow. Alright. So we were totally ambushed. Well, we shouldn't be surprised by this. Now, can you put the bridge back up? Retract bridge. Doesn't make sense to leave it that way. Board the train and return to the Kresbazar. I just had to double minimize, but it was in the loading screen, so I'll read it now. The rest of the trip home is uneventful, but one thing is clear. Someone is hunting you. This ambush was no chance gang warfare, but an organized attempt on your life. If Green Winters was right, then whoever killed him is now after you. The PDA you retrieved from your attackers may hold some answers. It's time to return to your safe house and consult Paul Armsell. If it loads. There we go. Any thoughts about the last run that you'd like to share? That building had some incredible toys in it. Those were fun to see. I'm not saying that I approve of how they were used, mind you, but there was some pretty whiz stuff in there, all the same. Well, anyway, we did the job, and Thorflad's dead. But I kind of wish you'd held off for a bit. At the very least, we could have milked some Nuyen out of him before putting him down. You have a point. You do have a point. He shrugs. Oh well, c'est la vie. See you later, Blitz. Okay, let's talk to Paul. Armsel calls over his shoulder at the sound of your approach, his eyes glued to the computer display. Balon, Frey Muller should be on her way, but before you go to the meeting site, I have news. He glances at you, and his words trail off. Upon seeing the expression on your face, Armsel's voice becomes grave. It can wait. Tell me what happened. Bad news, my friend. Somebody is hunting us. They set up an ambush on the U-Bahn line. Armsel pauses, then gives a curt nod. Truth be told, I've been expecting that something like that might happen. I'm just glad you made it out alive. One of the attackers dropped this, an encrypted PDA. Armsel takes the PDA from you and examines it. Yes, I should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. He plugs the PDA into his computer and goes to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. Well, Balong, I was able to recover a file, but unfortunately, that's all I'll ever be able to pull off this thing. All that anyone will, truth be told. It must have been running some kind of counter-intrusion software. The instant that I gained access, it bricked itself. Armsel disconnects the useless PDA and drops it to the ground. It clatters to a rest on the middle floor. What did you manage to pull off it? A comm file. The audio is all here, but it looks like we've only got video from one side of the conversation. Let's see what we have. He opens the file, and a nightmarish, familiar face appears on the screen. Him. Botchmere. The voice bleats out from Armsel's speakers, filling the room. Ardrin here. What's your status? Botchmere's image is grabbled, but his voice sounds young and eager. Target acquired, sir. You were right. We spotted her on the U-Bahn. Just like you said, probably on her way to a job. As per your instructions, we're going to try to take her out on her way back. She'll be more vulnerable that way. Hopefully injured and low on ammo too. But only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Will do. Cussman is rigging up an ambush spot now. We'll try to make it quick. The orc with a nightmare face nods. Send me a comm. Sorry, I'm hearing something's probably sushi. Send me a comm when the job is done. Audrin out. The image on the computer screen dies. Armsel turns to face you. Well, our scarred friend makes an appearance. Balon, I suspect that Green Winter's predictions are coming true. I believe that Firstwind is behind this. Under Arm's patient exterior, you can feel the worry that's eating at him. Be on your guard. You and the rest of your team. You made it through this attack relatively unscathed, but next time, you may not be so lucky. At least now we have a name to put to the face, Ardren. No. Yeah, at least now, it's like these ones I don't like. At least now we have a name to put to the face, Ardren. That's not all we have. As I was saying when you first walked in, I have been productive as well. I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence, and coincidentally, that evidence pertains to our scarred friend. You might recall that I said I'd dig into Audren's skin grafts? Well, I did, and that search has finally borne fruit. One of my contacts outside of Berlin handles paperwork for private hospitals all across Germany. It's a dull, boring job, but it does have its perks. Armstar pulls open the file on his computer. A medical chart opens up on the screen. As it turns out, our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legitimate hospital after all. Some good news. Some good news for once. What do they say? Well, they're rather light on identification information. Our friend's name is listed as Max Mustermann, the local equivalent of John Doe, but they do cover his injuries in great detail. Audren's injuries were extensive. He had 2 broken ribs, a shattered pelvis, and he sustained third-degree burns over 60% of his body. Most damningly of all, he was suffering from acute radiation poisoning. His body had absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionized radiation, a lethal dose without treatment. The information dries up at this point. We know that he was treated and discharged, but what happened afterward remains a mystery. He paused for a moment, studying your reaction. Your thoughts? Hold nothing back. I'd like to hear everything that comes to mind. Audren might have spent some time in the socks. That radiation poisoning doesn't happen on its own. Well, those burns sound like dragon fire, but if the fire wing burned Audren, why would he be working for her now? The hospital couldn't ID Audren. Either somebody covered his tracks for him, or he was living completely off the grid. Indeed, if Audren was a Dezen of the Socks, a globe hunk, never heard of that one, his lack of identifying information would make sense. Armsel adjusted his glasses. It's a working theory, at any rate. And Audren may have spent some time in the Socks, the radiation poisoning. Yeah, so one way or another, Audren is off the books, either due to living off the grid or a cover-up after the fact. Radiation poisoning? Agreed. 5,000 millisieverts is a lot of exposure. Short of basking in the glow of an unshielded reactor, I don't know how he'd have absorbed that much ionizing radiation without spending time in the Socks. Saws? Could be Z pronunciation for the X? Anyways. Alright, so Audren was heavily irradiated, most likely from time spent in the Socks. What else does this tell you? Well, radiation can burn, but we do know that the dragon did go down there. So it could be dragon fire from Firewing. I don't think that Audren is working for Firewing. I believe that he is serving her. Oh, that's interesting. How'd you come to that conclusion? On Greenwinter's second DVD, he mentions that there is a cult within the Socks that worships the Firewing, the Disciples of the Cleaning Fire. I believe that Audren belongs to this cult. That's bad news. There's nothing more dangerous than a zealot. My thoughts exactly. A hireling can sometimes be bribed or reasoned with. A pawn can be liberated. But if Fireling's soldiers look up to her as a goddess figure, nothing short of killing her will deter them. And even then, that might not stop them. So to sum up, Audrin has probably spent time in the Socks. It's possible that he even lived there as a member of the Freshwings dragon cult. And he's after you. Armstead pauses for a moment before continuing. In my mind, all of this reinforces one fact. We need to find Valclair, and we need to do it fast. We need to find him because we have to face a dragon. Agreed. Good. And that's all the more reason to go to Alice's to gather Alice's fee as quickly as possible. There is a buzzing sound from Paul's wrist. He lifts his hand to look at his PDA. And as such luck we have it, Frau Miller has arrived. Best of luck with the meeting, Bellum. Remember, this is urgent. We need that money. I'm on it. Let's go to the meeting. Let's go to the meeting. No Dante? Is it the statue up here? Yes. The statue. Frau Müller. Set against the frozen cobblestone of the empty park, Frau Müller looks entirely out of place. She suppresses a shiver and hugs herself for warmth. She appears as Armstead described her, an impressive-looking woman of Alsatian descent, with coffee-colored skin and dark hair, and dark wavy hair. Everything about her screams corporate executive. From her expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup. She's obviously nervous, but she's hiding it well. She locks eyes with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. Bellum, I presume? Herr Armstead told me that I could meet with you here. He wasn't lying. He said that you had a job for me. She holds her silent for a moment, then nods. Yes. Yes, I do. In truth, I'm in desperate need of your help. Then tell me what you need, Frau Müller. She offers you a smile. An assumed name, obviously. But I've been told that this is how you people do business. Ah, etiquette. Good. She straightens in her seat and tries on a smile. It hangs there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. From my accent, you have no doubt inferred that I'm an Alsaner. Further, you may have guessed who I work for. As technology, I assume. She nods. I've been with the company for over a decade. In that time, I've worked on all manner of projects, from the inoccultist to the obscene. I'm sorry, I can't read that word. To the obscene. My hands have touched it all. Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Oh, hang on one second. Let me pause this. I'll have to get back into the conversation, I think. Terribly sorry about that. My husband brought me a treat. Okay, so, where am I? Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Never once did I question blowing the whistle on my own employers. I kept my nose down, worked hard, and excelled at the task set before me. Encourage her to keep talking. So I think that's the best one. Go on, please. Last month, I was transferred here from my home in Techno-Tellen? They told me that an employee of my caliber was needed in Berlin, and that I would be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. The only other detail that I was given was the name of the project, Bloodline. That doesn't sound good. She looks you in the eye, and for the first time you can see the cracks of her composure. She's doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down, this woman is terrified. I've seen many terrible things in my life, Belong. In Techno-Tellen, blood magic is commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. In the underground markets, people are bought and sold as chattel. Street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. I witnessed all of these things by the age of 12. She takes a deep breath, then lets it out slowly. Seeing such things, it changes you, makes you numb. But what I found when I arrived here was worse. This project, it horrifies me, Baolong, and it must be stopped. Tell me everything you know about Bloodline. She shakes her head. The less you know, the better, for both of us. You'll just have to trust me on that. You need only know that it is evil, and that it is not a word that I use lightly. Okay. Let's take a look at these options here. If you won't tell me what this bloodline is, how do you expect me to stop it? Evil is a childish term, Fry Miller. There is no such thing as good and evil, black and white. The sooner you learn that, the better. Nope. You have to understand, Fry Miller, I can't accept a job without knowing what it entails. Of course not. Your job will be relatively simple. What? Sorry. I quickly glanced at the line below before I started reading it, and yeah, that threw me. Okay. I want you to bring the building down. The computers, the research data, the mages, and the scientists that are working to bring about this abomination. I want all of them burned to ash and buried in rubble. No compromises, no exceptions. Her tone softens. I'm sure you have unanswered questions. I'm not in the habit of dealing with Shadowrunners. In truth, I spent the majority of my career living in fear of you people. But I do know that you're the only ones who can get this done. Oh. So tell me, Bailong, is there anything more that you need to hear from me? Or are you ready to make a decision? Okay. That's kind of interesting. Why couldn't you tell it to Paul? Okay, what can you tell me about building security? Expect it to be light. In addition to their standard security team, S Technology has taken out a Night Errant high threat response team contract to protect the building. Corporate doesn't seem to mind contracting a competitor for emergency response services. That should give you some indication as to the uniqueness of this project. At any rate, I believe that I've come up with a solution to the Night Errant problem. I'll discuss the matter with your Herr Amsel if you decide to take the job. Speaking of him, is my representative in these matters. Why couldn't you tell all of this to him? I had to meet you in person to look you into your eyes and see the woman behind the name. Now that I've done so, I am sure you are the one that I need. Naturally, I will send any further information about the job to Herr Amsel, provided, of course, you accept. I see. What about any innocent people in the building? None of us are innocent, Balon. Okay. But if you need to salve your conscience, rest assured that at the hour of your approach, the only personnel authorized to be on site will be security and senior members of the research team. And I assure you, neither are innocent in this matter. If the Bloodline project reaches completion, nobody will be safe ever again. This sounds like hyperbole? Hyperbole? I was supposed to say hyperbole. That's not hyperbole. No, that actually could be hyperbole. I've never seen the word before, so. This sounds like hyperbole, but it isn't. The Bloodline project will lead to countless deaths. I am certain enough of this to hire you, despite the fact that doing so will probably cost me my own life. Okay. I'm not a demolition expert. How do you expect me to level the building? You don't need to be. All that you need is a competent decker? How does the facility is powered by a number of powered by a number of on-site generators. There are safeguards in place to prevent them from overloading. In the event of a power spike, the system is designed to shut itself down. But I know how you can disable those safeguards. Once the generators begin to overload, you'll have a limited time to reach minimum safe distance. The explosion will be quite catastrophic. Okay, let's talk compensation. 36,000 million, as I told your Herr Amsel. That's what I have allocated for the job. That's fair. It's better than fair. I've done my homework, Balon. I've reached a decision. Yes, and? I'll take the job. Her face visibly brightens. In that case, it's a deal. I can't tell you how relieved I am, Balon. Thank you for helping me bring this nightmare to an end. I will iron out the remaining details with your Herr Amsel. He'll want to talk this over with you anyway, I'm sure. You're a good woman, Balon. You're saving more lives than you know. Do we have any data? I don't know, so let's find out. Nope. Okay. And we also have some team members who leveled up. By looking at this, let's... I'm getting sales... no. let's take that. Confirm. Anything here? Razor Specialist 2, yes. Okay, and Dietrich's years of devotion to the Dragon Slayer idol imbued him with an innate armor +1. Dietrich's basic nerf bolt spell now flushes enemies from cover when they are hit. I'm going to improve his armor. Okay. Edgar gains sniper rifle ability, fires a sabot round. Okay. That'll be interesting. Okay, that's nice. And there we go. We'll just pop into here. Let's go over the details, shall we? Oh, let's say hello to Dante. Yeah. Welcome back, Belong. How did the meeting with Roy Mueller go? I accepted the job. Any ideas on how to tackle this? Yes, a few. Roy Mueller has provided us with detailed information on the facility. I've vetted the information and it seems to hold up. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy to bring down the building. According to Mueller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Ezis have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by Aztec internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge. But I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own, as technology has purchased one of the Knight Errant's more expensive security contracts as an additional line of defense. That's not good. No, it's not. Knight Errant is too dangerous to take on directly, but if we were to compromise their comlinks, we could at least partially mitigate this danger. I've pulled some strings with an old contact of mine, and he's provided me with the addresses of a small software developer, OTK International. They write the firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm systems, and their defenses should be considerably weaker than S Technologies. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce their computers to slag. In the interim, I'll have the hard copy of their next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to Knight Errant. When you hit S Technology facility, I'll be able to track Knight Errant via their comlinks. This should make the run much more manageable. He fishes it in his pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a corporate ID with your face on it. This will get you through the front door of the office. of the office part that contains OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me with one card, so you'll need to let the rest of your team in through a side door. Alright, sounds like a plan. Very good. OTK's offices aren't far from here. Convenient. You should take the U-Bahn there when you're ready. Okay. Hi, Dante. Do we have any data to sell? I kind of forget. Do we have any? Oh, you have 3 unread messages. Uh-oh. Salvage DVD. The screen flickers to life and Molly's face appears from the shifting background. Maltz? Background and ambient noise. It's clear that this message was recorded on a portable device. Hi, Valong. I just want to tell you that I've met with limited success in working on the stack of DVDs. It's a thorny problem, but at least I'm making some headway. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you will find another recovered disc. I wasn't able to salvage all of the files on it, but I think you might find what I did recover to be of interest. For my part, I'm going to continue working on the other DVDs. To tell you the truth, I won't hold out much hope, though. They're all badly damaged and suffering from disc rot besides. I'll be in touch. My best to you and your team. Okay. Payback is sweet. The screen flickers to life. Maximus' face appears. He's wearing a broad grin, and you can hear the sounds of celebration in the background. Oh, okay. Hey there, Muscle. Not sure if Tuck gave me the right address, but I figured it was worth a shot. I don't know if you heard, but our favorite Poly Club got hit from all sides by F-State today. It was glorious. Anyway, just thought you'd want to share in the good news, and thanks for your help back there. I don't think we would have made it out of there without you. He raises a hand in salute. Take care, Balong. The message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back at your inbox. Return. Thanks. Alexander. Hey, Balong. Uncle Diedrich told me that I could message you here, so I figured that I should. He probably told you that I'm living at Samuel's, huh? Well, that's where I am. It's different. I'll give it that much. I like that I don't get pressured to hurt people here, so that's good. And nobody smacks me around, even though I can tell a lot of the orcs and trolls want to. I do get yelled at a lot and called a lot of names, but I guess that's making me feel bad about that kind of thing. Is all part of the plan. Maybe. Life kind of sucks right now, but at least nobody is going to make me kill anyone. Uncle D says that it's going to get better, and maybe it will. I don't know. Anyway, what I mostly wanted to say was thanks for not killing me back at the humanist compound. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't, and I'm really glad about that. Thanks, Alexander. He has a chance. He now has a chance. How much do we have? Okay. Shadow Bards. Do we have any possible data? To escrow account? Terribly sorry about the phone ring. Hopefully I can remove it out of the sound. It's just one of those nights. It's getting a little busy. Who knew? Okay, so to escrow, post the data. Okay, we want to check the disk, and I think I'll call it a video there. So I think we're close to an hour. Yes, we are actually. Load the third DVD? A soft whirling sound fills, yes, okay. Play track 1. Green Winters? I was thinking about Hadron today. Not as he was when he disappeared, not as the fabled Dragon Slayer or the big-time CEO of Della Defense. I was thinking about when we were kids. This is going to take a long time. You know what? I think I will do this next time. And I'll go through each of these and figure it out. Labeled Watch Me. Okay, maybe this is... Huh? Okay. Did we do this? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, anyways. Power down and step away. Okay. But we got some DVDs to go through, I think. So yeah, well, it will take longer than I thought it would, just by that first one. And I'm not too sure which ones we've already done. Terrible of me. Yep. So, okay. Let's get this done with. Yeah, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and you can subscribe down below for more videos like this and of other videos. But until next we meet, please do be safe, everyone. Bye!